You ever get that feeling like something's just off? Not bad, not broken, but like the magic is slipping. That's where WWE is right now. If you've been following the product over the last 3 years, you know we've seen some of the best wrestling moments in recent memory and some of the strangest stumbles. There was a time, not long ago, when fans truly believed WWE had entered a golden age. Triple H took over creative, the talent roster was stacked, the stories were building, and the product actually felt fresh. But fast forward to today, and something's changed. This video is about that change, where WWE's headed now, how we got here, and why so many fans are starting to feel like things aren't adding up the way they used to. Not long ago, the hype around WWE was real.
Punk is destroyed McIntyre! The dead man coming! He's the final one! Blades! Into the ring! Superman punch! The solo!
WrestleMania 39 and 40. Instant classics. Storylines had weight. Returns meant something. And even the mid-card felt alive. But now, even with record-breaking gates and crowd pops, there's this quiet creeping confusion. Releases are back. Long matches feel longer. Rematches, filler segments, and sudden creative shifts. It's like the wind got knocked out of the sails. And you start to wonder what happened to all that momentum. Let's rewind for a second. When Triple H took over in 2022, it felt like WWE had finally been handed back to wrestling people. Guys like Cody Rhodes, Gunther, Sami Zayn, LA Knight, they all started getting the spotlight they'd earned. Belts got prestige again. Factions started forming organically. Even the women's division had a spark to it. The vibe was, we're listening now. We're building something. And then came WrestleMania 39. 2 nights of pure electricity. Sami and Kevin taking the tag titles. Rhea Ripley cementing herself as a star. Roman and Cody told a story that actually had people torn over who should win. It felt like the first time in a long time that WWE fans were united, not just around a match, but around a movement. Then WrestleMania 40. Cody finishes the story. Bayley gets her moment, and The Rock on somehow pulls off both being a heel and delivering arguably one of the best runs of his career. Even the most cynical fans were like, yo, they might actually be cooking here. But right after that, it gets weird. And not Vince showed up and rewrote the script weird, just messy weird. WrestleMania 41 comes along, and instead of continuing the fire they'd built, everything starts to feel off. Cena suddenly returns and beats Cody. The Rock, who was originally in for a big arc, pulls out due to backstage disagreements with Triple H. Reports of creative clashes start surfacing, and fans who were riding high for the past 2 years start wondering if the train just derailed. Then boom! Carlito gets released. This is the same guy who said just weeks ago that WWE under Triple H was 20 times better, and he's gone. Same with R-Truth, who had been a loyal, consistent presence for years. And suddenly we're back in that place where the product feels unpredictable, but not in a good way. Where your favorite stars might get a push today and future endeavor tomorrow. Where storylines feel like they're building to something until they don't. It's not like WWE is bad right now, far from it. You still get bangers, you still get viral moments. Heck, R-Truth's return at Money in the Bank was an awesome moment for all of us, and a statement that we listen to the fans. But the consistency, the narrative flow, the long-term payoffs, that's what's starting to wobble. Look at the titles, so many belts but not enough meaningful defenses. Raw's 3 hours long and somehow still needs filler. The same matches show up week after week. Even standout stars like Rhea Ripley feel creatively trapped. Not because they're not doing well, but because there's nothing new being built around them. And that's the thing, WWE at its best is when it builds. When it builds new stars, new rivalries, new emotions. But recently it feels like we're circling around the same names. Cody, Seth, Roman, Judgment Day. Without planting new seeds. The returns, the surprises, the dream matches. They're fun in the moment, but they're not feeding a larger arc. They're fireworks, not fireworks. And that's what this video is really about. Trying to understand why that shift happened. Triple H's WWE was different. And for a while, it worked. The product felt wrestler first, story driven, long term. But now things are creeping back toward the old patterns. Maybe it's corporate interference. Maybe it's internal politics. maybe it's just the weight of trying to do 3 shows a week with a bloated roster and not enough hours to go around. Whatever it is, fans are feeling it. Some are still hopeful, others are checked out, but everyone agrees something's off. And the longer it goes unaddressed, the harder it'll be to get that magic back. So yeah, WWE isn't falling apart, but if they want to keep this generation of fans engaged, the ones who stuck through the Thunderdome, the releases, the PG era, the return of CM Punk, they're gonna need to evolve again. Because right now, it feels like we're standing still.